Yo, what's up with the YouTube? So we back with another reaction video, and today we finna be reacting to a video by the Real Field TV called Fredo Bang and one Theezy chicks OTS Lil Pap on interview. He goes in even more after. Now I ain't gonna lie, I seen that interview with OTS Lil Pap, this NBA being 10 big brother. Basically he said that if G Money was still alive, he'll tell you the reason why it happened to him, man. So we finna check out this video. Shout out to the Real Field TV. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let's go and get straight into it.
What's happening? It's your boy Fredo Bang. Shout out to the 100 Mob. You checking in the Real Field TV right now, live in action. Let's go.
I want to talk about OTS Lil Pap. We want to talk about one Theezy. And we want to talk about the Yo-Yo. And we want to talk about the Bang Man. You already know what it is with me. Nah, we want to talk about it because, you know, OTS Lil Pap did that interview, you know what I'm saying? I already put the video out, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on G Money, you know what I'm saying? He know why it happened to him, and you know, if he was here and he was here to tell you, he'll tell you why that happened to him and all of this, you know what I mean? Doing all type of, cause now he took it up. You know what I'm saying, or not, you know what I'm saying? And people is not gonna, you know what I mean, forgive this, not to say that he was on a forgiving side anyway. Cause OTS Lil Pap been quiet for a long time, you know what I'm saying? But being quiet ain't stopped Lil Yoshi, you know what I'm saying, for coming to see him about him, you know what I'm saying? This is who, you know what I mean, Lil Yoshi currently, you know what I mean, locked up over allegedly, you see?
Young Theezy said, one Theezy said, dude repped out by being G by to tell the world how you blessed you was able to shake back and still be alive. Whoa.
I'm saying? So when we talk about, you know what I mean, one Theezy after the interview on Dunway News, you know what I mean, they reposted, you know what I'm saying, what one Theezy said, you know what I'm saying, about what Lil Yoshi allegedly, well, we can't say allegedly, what Lil Yoshi did to him, bro, because he locked up for 15 years behind it now. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, OTS Lil Pap, and I put this in a video about OTS Lil Pap and Lil Yoshi a while back, you know what I'm saying, about this situation happening.
But there said the state is entitled to complete our whole story regarding the motive behind the shootings. He told the judge that a simmering feud between them and whoa.
You know what I mean, that Dunway News posted. And like I said, OTS Lil Pap seen the repost, you know what I'm saying, up on, you know, the Dunway News that one Theezy posted. So that's why he came back and, you know what I mean, he was up on this story. And like I said, I put it up, you know what I'm saying, what he actually said, you know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, man, he trying to call one Theezy cap, man, you know what I'm saying? And one Theezy not going for it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things that got to do with why one.
I never said to confirm that dude killed G. He's really actually innocent, so I'm gonna cut that 10 minutes of fame to 5. He just left the refrigerator open one day for a minute, from what I heard.
Theezy keep posting the stuff that he posting, you know what I'm saying? Because he want niggas to know that, you know what I'm saying, hey, you had your life spared too, you see what I'm saying? You know, so at the end of the day, the comments gonna go in every time one Theezy say something. I don't know what niggas got against one Theezy or whatever, because he rarely come up on the internet and talk until he flashing out on a nigga who did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? So niggas just don't be just saying things just to be saying it. It be replies to what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? If you really notice. You know what I'm saying? So we need to stop all this one Theezy, a hothead. Nah, nigga is a hothead. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he behind a right to, you know what I'm saying? The OTS Lil Pap not going. You see what I'm saying? So he did something to make the Bang Man mad other than the interview. Because, you know, the Bang Man had something to say, too.
Fredo Bang said, don't let them interviews trick y'all out your life. I promise it's not worth it. Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? But he actually, you know, did some subliminal type video, you know what I mean, of a nigga laying on the ground, outlined in chalk, you know what I'm saying, with a ratchet in front of him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was laying on a pillow, you know what I'm saying? But this is what the comments saying about, you know what I mean, the reenactment of, you know what I mean, somebody supposed to been laid out. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna show y'all the video in a few or whatever, what OTS Lil Pap, you know, actually took a video of, you know what I'm saying? Or one of his homeboys laying on the ground, outlined and chalking all this, you know what I'm saying? Making little statements and stuff. You know, we ain't gonna go too much into that. But what we can tell you and what we do know is that this right here, you know what I mean, has crossed the line for a lot of niggas. I say, if you look at it, you know what I mean, you can't tell, you know what I mean, whether the nigga in the background got a pillow under his head or what. You know what I'm saying? But for him doing this, we know exactly who he talking about. Because in the comments, they keep saying all they remember about the scene with G Money is the pillow. You know? So with him doing this, man, like I said, oh yeah, it is a pillow, nigga. So like I said, nigga, it's over. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about, you know, niggas being on the hunt for OTS Lil Pap because it was already up. You know, when he did that interview, you know, it wasn't opening no old wounds anyway, because that wound is always going to stay open. See, the thing is, being 10 is going hard, you know what I'm saying, at G Money, and G Money was going hard at him when they was alive. You know what I'm saying? We talk about G Money anyway being alive. So it's like him and Ben 10 had a real problem, you know what I'm saying, in that mall that day. So like I said, when he say stuff like, you know what you did, he know what he did, that's what he did. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's alleged when you sit here and you think about who was in that car that night when this happened to G Money. So how is we not gonna call a spade a spade? But that's really what's going on right now. It's crazy. So like I said, it's gonna be a lot of things that said within the past couple of days, because that interview left everybody outraged on how and why he would even speak on it. But this just a little update on the back and forth, you know what I'm saying, with One Theezy, Fredo Bang, and OTS Lil Pap, you know what I'm saying, because they had to point out that Lil Yoshi, you know what I mean, put in that work, you know what I mean, Seven Hardaway, both of them, they put in that work, you know what I mean, that camera footage that you seen of both of them hopping out the car, and you know what I mean, letting it go or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, people running and all that, that was the whole video of OTS Lil Pap and NBA Michi together. Cause see, he was with Lil Michi, you know what I mean? So it was like, this is why Michi was said to be ratting on Lil Yoshi, and how, you know, he is inside, you know what I mean, there because of Michi and OTS Lil Pap. It was because of that situation, you know what I mean? And people done put out Michi paperwork, and you know what I mean, niggas is ignoring it, you know what I'm saying? But it seems to me that it's official, nigga, because, you know, too many people have produced paperwork, you know what I'm saying? People try to say NBA Michi girlfriend, you know what I mean? Well, baby mama at the time, you know what I'm saying, before they were beefing and not getting along, that it was, you know what I mean, her, you know what I mean, trying to testify against Lil Yoshi, you know what I mean? But it comes to find out that this what was really going on with this situation. So the more things happen, the more things gonna come out. And like I said, when it do come out, we can't sit here and no longer say alleged in some of these things, because all the dots is connecting the longer they bring up anything about G Money, because niggas is not gonna let it slide, and people gonna want to know what happened at all times. So with that being said, man, y'all drop them comments, man. Y'all tell me, man, how this gonna end up, bro, because it been too many close calls behind G Money name. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be going to say something about G Money, next thing you know, they be vanishing, man. We don't know.
As y'all can see, man, the Real Field TV, man, you know, he just came with this video, you know, by Fredo Bang and One Theezy, checking OT's Lil Pap for speaking on G Money. You know, Lil Pap, he shot a little video, you know what I'm saying, got somebody in the back around his eye. I mean, he got somebody in the background with chalk around him, and basically, you know, that's about G Money. And then he did an interview saying G know what happened to him, and you know, basically, it's just a lot going on, man. And you know, One Theezy and Fredo Bang weren't too happy about that, but I don't really got too much more to say. Shout out to that boy, the Real Field TV, for this video right here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe for more reactions and more news videos. And yeah, y'all, until the next video, I'll catch y'all. I'm out.